Next question. The open loop transfer function of a system is g of s is equal to k divided by 1 plus s into 1 plus 2s into 1 plus 3s. The phase crossover frequency is equal to first option root 2, second option 1, third option 0, and fourth option is root 3. Before solving this question, you have to know what phase crossover frequency. Phase crossover frequency is a frequency at which the phase angle of GSHS is equal to minus 180 degree. That is, the phase angle of G of j omega into H of j omega at omega, which is equal to phase crossover frequency is equal to minus 180 degree. Okay. So here GS is given. Okay. GS. Consider that it is a unity feedback function, that is H of is equal to 1. GS is equal to K divided by 1 plus S into 1 plus 2S into 1 plus 3S. We all know that the phase crossover frequency can be calculated by drawing the Bode plot. So, for doing this problems, we have to convert or replace S by j omega. So, G of j omega into H of j omega is equal to K divided by 1 plus j omega into 1 plus 2j omega into 1 plus 3j omega. Okay. So, for finding the phase angle G of j omega into H of j omega is equal to here that all the j omega terms are on the denominator side. So we have to take the for finding this angle, take minus tan inverse the imaginary part of first j omega term, that is omega by 1, minus tan inverse, this is the second part, second j omega part term. So tan inverse imaginary part by real part. Imaginary part means 2 omega. Tan inverse 2 omega by real part equal to 1 minus tan inverse 3 omega. This is the equation for finding the phase angle. Okay. So here we know that the angle G of j omega into H of j omega, when omega is equal to phase crossover frequency, will be equal to minus 180 degree. So this equation is equal to minus 180 or 180 degree or minus 5. By rearranging this, we can write minus of tan inverse omega plus tan inverse 2 omega plus tan inverse 3 omega is equal to minus 5. This minus and minus will be cancelled. That is, tan inverse omega plus tan inverse 2 omega plus tan inverse 3 omega is equal to 5. Once again, we will rearrange this formula. Tan inverse omega plus tan inverse 2 omega is equal to pi minus tan inverse 3 omega. We can write the above equation as this. Then, we all know that tan inverse A plus tan inverse B will be equal to tan inverse AB divided by 1 minus AB. This is the standard formula. So we can rearrange this tan inverse omega plus tan inverse 2 omega as this type. Okay. That is, here A equal to omega and B equal to 2 omega. This can be written as tan inverse omega plus tan inverse 2 omega is equal to pi minus tan inverse 3 omega. It will be written as tan inverse AB, means A equal to omega and B equal to 2 omega. Right. Sorry, here is A plus B. A plus B. A plus B divided by 1 minus AB. Tan inverse omega plus 2 omega divided by 1 minus omega into 2 omega is equal to pi minus tan inverse 3 omega. That is tan inverse 3 omega divided by 1 minus 2 omega square is equal to pi minus tan inverse 3 omega. We also know that tan of tan inverse x will be equal to x. This is a standard result. We can use this standard result here by taking tan on both sides. On taking tan on both sides, we get tan of tan inverse 3 omega by 1 minus 2 omega square is equal to tan pi minus tan of tan inverse 3 omega. Okay. Tan of tan inverse 3 by 1 minus 2 omega means 3 omega divided by 1 minus 2 omega square as per the result, this result, and is equal to tan pi is equal to 0 and minus tan of tan inverse 3 omega is equal to minus 3 omega. On solving this, we will get the value of omega is equal to omega PC. Okay. So, here 3 omega divided by 1 minus 2 omega square is equal to minus 3 omega. We can cross multiply this. 3 omega is equal to minus 3 omega into 1 minus 2 omega square. That is 3 omega is equal to minus 3 omega plus 6 omega square. That means 6 omega is equal to 6 omega square. 6 is cancelled. Here 1 omega and 1 omega will be cancelled. That is omega is equal to 1 radians per second. So the value of omega is equal to 1 radians per second. So option B is the correct answer. Okay. Next question will be discussed in the next video.